On the news tonight, Nigeria welcomes investors as President Tinubu directs provision of enabling environment of business partners. And Forum of Head of Local Government Administration says autonomy remains essential for socio-economic emancipation and prosperity of grassroots development. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 on Nta Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. My name is Aisha Oba Ali. Super Eagles of Nigeria a moment ago played out a 1-1 draw against Vestal Lesotho in their first match of the 2026 FIFA World Cup Africa qualifier at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Oyo. And the details of that report will come in our subsequent bulletin. President Bola Tinubu is on his way back tonight to Abuja from Guinea-Bissau after attending the sister West Africa country's 50th Independence Day commemoration. The ECOWAS chairman was in Bissau to honor invitation of President Umaru Sissoco Embalo, whose country marked its 50th independence anniversary on September 24, 2023. But the government had scheduled all celebrations for November 16, 2023. In a conscious effort aimed at supporting core members to find their bearing in life and to gain financial independence, Access Bank PLC has in her Accesspreneur program empowered some core members with startup funds to begin their business. Charity Zaka was at the Abuja Kubwa NYC orientation camp and now reports.
That was the presentation of business plan from each of the contesting co-member who made an entry for this category. They each had to be on top of their game to convince the panel of judges that their ideas are worth investing into.
Customers' complaints and every other thing.
After careful scrutiny, all the contestants were supported with funds ranging from 50,000 naira to a million naira prize, courtesy of Access Bank. Favor Onyechi Obasi took the highest prize of 1 million naira. She expressed his gratitude.
I thank Access Bank for this opportunity, and I thank them for making me learn, because this opportunity is not just a place for winning prize, but it's also a place for learning. It helped me enhance my writing skills. It helped me to face the crowd, because this is the first time I'm facing such huge crowd. I'm happy.
Sponsors of the program, Access Bank PLC, say they are passionate about the youth and believe in their potential.
This is one of the things we need in this country. We are the young people. We know that government job is not always there. You must think of what you are going to do with your hands. You must be innovative on how you're going to market your product. So looking for a job now is no longer there. What they are doing is for them to really establish the young ones. It's very good for the young people, very good for also for Nigeria.
The youth, where our focus is on the youth, and we are all about empowering them. We are all about encouraging them, making sure that they just thrive in a much more accommodating environment.
The program Accesspreneur is being replicated in other NYC orientation camps across the country. Charity Zaka, NTA News.
A report just reaching us now says President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has returned to Abuja after official visit to Saudi Arabia. Tinubu has provided enabling environment for businesses to thrive in the country, hence the need for partner and willing investor in the FCT. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, said that this when he received in audience the chairman of the South Korean construction giant, Daewoo Engineering and Construction, Jung Won-ji, who paid him courtesy visit in Abuja. Onozo Yakubu tells us more.
The revenue to generate.
FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says leveraging on the conducive business environment provided by President Bola Tinubu, his administration is ready to partner any genuine investor willing to invest in the nation's capital city. The minister assures the visiting chairman of the South Korea construction firm to explore tourism potential of the territory.
It is the policy of government to, remove all obstacles of businesses so that investors can come in and have the confidence. President has said you can bring your money the way you want it, you can take away the money anytime you want. And this is an administration that focuses on business that will grow the country, that will create jobs for the country.
According to the chairman of the South Korean construction firm, investing in Nigeria is a win-win situation for both countries.
잠깐 사이에도 한 2개 기업 정도 그리고 우리 파트너들하고도 회의를 많이 했었는데 꼭 나이지리아에서 특히 아부자에서 투자해서 사업을 할 수 있는 그런 사업을 꼭 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다.
He would like to express his active will to achieve a kind of successful story in Abuja because he just had a meeting with several companies and several entities here in Abuja, and he saw a feasibility, and then he is ready to invest some facilities in Abuja.
He further discloses that this is his first visit to Nigeria with the aim of exploring investment opportunities that abound in the country. Onoze Yakubu, Nta News.
With pertinent concerns on local government administration in Nigeria, this convergence of heads of local government administration aims to build the capacity of members who also shared experience on best practices that will ensure prudence, productivity, and good leadership in the local council, which forms the thematic focus of the conference.
Empower local governments, make local government to be more vibrant, more proactive in their discharge of their basic responsibilities. By doing that, we will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
All we believe is that someday, sometime, all the agitations that we have at the grassroots level, that we are going to surmount all those challenges and we'll have a better grassroots development and, of course, a better Nigeria.
We are all agitating that the third-tier government should always be on their own and be doing what they are supposed to be doing, functioning very effectively for the good of the citizenry, so that they can deliver dividends of democracy to them.
In his paper, Colonel Joseph Bamidele Ajanako, retired, dissects the issues of ethical leadership and emotional intelligence required for optimum results. This is in addition to building an enduring and visionary legacy. The forum, stakeholders say, has become a veritable tool of drawing attention of members and the larger society to the critical role of the local government in national development. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, Nta News.
Meanwhile, a crop of multidisciplinary backgrounds of individuals have sworn to join ongoing efforts in facilitating sustainable development in Nigeria. These agents of change are the newly inaugurated Governing Council members of the Chartered Institute of Development Studies and Administration of Nigeria, SITSAM. Ramatu Abdullahi has the details.
Do promise that I will work collaboratively.
These new inductees are ready to be ambassadors of the Institute, promote developmental values, and carry out their activities with utmost integrity. In his keynote address on the imperative of development administration in a prismatic society, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, called out on the council members to join in bridging the gaps.
So the speaker spoke on the need to have qualified persons to run our developmental process.
President of the Institute, Dr. Elijah Ogbokuri, said the Institute will be producing professionals equipped with cutting-edge skills and knowledge to effectively ensure development.
We have built frameworks to partner with government in the area of advocacy. There are things we have identified that is lacking and is not done well. We're going to advocate for them. We're going to collaborate with government and its agencies. See, most of the time, the effort put into planning and development do not match the end result in terms of socio-economic and infrastructural sustainable development. But with the people we are going to produce, we will begin to realize, see the result of the effort put into developmental studies in Nigeria.
Chartered Institute of Development Studies and Administration of Nigeria was established by the Act of Parliament in May 2023. Ramatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Now, World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims is a high-profile global event to remember many who have been killed and seriously injured on the world's roads and to acknowledge the suffering of all affected victims, families, and communities. Asaba Williams reports on the essence of the day.
The World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims has become an important tool for governments and all those whose work involves road crash prevention or response to the aftermath of crashes, since it offers the opportunity to demonstrate the enormous scale and impact of road deaths and injuries. Call for an end to often trivial and inappropriate response to the road deaths and injury and advocate for urgent concerted actions to stop the carnage.
We should behave like humans and then drive responsibly. For this life has no duplicate, it's just one. So we have to drive responsibly, we have to obey all traffic rules and regulation, and then we should know that if you are a commercial driver, the passenger you are carrying, they have a loved one. And those loved ones are waiting for them at home to welcome them. So don't be the reason why they should be in mortuary or in the hospitals. People should wear their seatbelt always, avoid use of phone while driving, they should avoid overloading, they should use good tires to ensure that the road traffic crash has been minimized to the bare minimum.
The day also pays tribute to the dedicated emergency crews, police, medical professionals who deal daily with the traumatic aftermath of road crashes.
The first time I had my accident while driving was when one of my ball joints got broken on speed. I couldn't control it. The next thing I discovered was I was inside a pit.
Life has no duplicate. You have to be very careful on whatever you are doing. And I want to use this opportunity to advise all the passengers that normally entry mode along the road. They should come to the park so that their information will be taken in case if there is any emergency, how to reach their people. And I advise everybody to use the garage.
Statistics show that more than half of all road traffic deaths are among vulnerable road users, pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcyclists, which is why the theme for this year's World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims is justice. Asabe Williams, NTA News.
And to gender issues. The women wing of Okun Ako Development Union Abuja branch, a socio-cultural group comprising Abia State indigenes. Residents in the FCT have honored their daughters who have distinguished themselves in the service of humanity by impacting on their community. Charity Zaka report that the event is aimed at encouraging Abia citizens on think home philosophy.
These are Akon Aku Development Union, women wing native of Abia State residing in Abuja. They do not find their stay in Abuja to be of any constraint that can stop them from improving the living condition of women in their community back at home.
We are here to celebrate Thanksgiving and also award our excellent women, the women that really made this our community very, very proud. Our women, Mantan women, are giving the past presidents the honor. Likewise, I'm one of them. So remember the good job. So I'm so happy and overwhelmed to be in their midst.
They speak of their contributions towards what the union stands for, as they have demonstrated through empowering their women with diverse opportunities for self-reliance and independence.
All these women you've seen that have been honored today, they've done so much to empower the women of our community. The women of Okonako, they've gone forward to build a water system toilets so that there'll be no open defecation in our community. We've built a health center and we've equipped the health center so that women will go there and children and receive better medical care.
They appreciate some of the women among them with awards of excellence for their contribution to the prosperity of the union.
Of your outstanding and valuable contribution to the unity of ODU women, Miss Abuja Right.
Charity Zakka, NTA News.
And it's with that report of the women of Ukonako, we conclude the English version of the news. Well, please stay with us as translation comes up shortly. I am Aisha Uba Ali. Please have a pleasant evening.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE advanced way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Sophie! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play,
I did beat you guy. We'll see about that.
It's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby in your room?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K.
Go.
And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Ma gbajaje shaje wo wona bi ku shagbedai iwa na ba shi ba bedai wo me president wa yuba olwa go na baje gai ayiki tukoda ya Bola Ahmed Tinubu wala jaza bedai ke zidna ye kweyi shewaze wonugudo agbada manya Guinea Bissau ki nkolo ipepe sunwa abmai ni shikpajeda ECOWAS kinya belo nge Guinea Bissau Waiba nge ekitukoda Umaru Soko nge Mbalo agmadanya no she obaki kwalo eye shetno mbabe wa shebabe wa bayin tuko babatu baje bafon awe epe no zejiji hia tutu ajiko gi ekiye bambwa sido na jiko gi aje kezidna ye onize Yakubu wata nge eyi minister ye so wike nube itabede sanu uwobe go yi minister ye so wike nube itabede sanu uwobe go nge anasara tinya atito jibaya nge jong woju uwobe be wo na bi wa tete jibai na ba ye shaba swado ba godo ba shi atito ekezede nko ba be na beji wa godo nge gwamnati la bwala la kwa go bodo ku de bodo ejiko ni za de uwo ba be na beji gayi ekezidna badakiye viadudu anabaji ya jesu gayi ge ankoza gbado hunye okon aku ekezidna sapanya yepeke mbakulo abiaki baba isase mba sase filo ekezidna ye bala nge nyagaga mwamwa ye beji bede pia na bai kwa be azabuba kalanu mba filo ejimi tebaze bapi amu agnabaze baza mbayi amu tuge yikwe woku beji wala dagbawu opin amagba je ibejado wo su sekwasi ipage sekole jesu sasi ibejado
Jama'a assalamu alaikum masu kallo da sauraron mu barkanmu da warhaka ga takaitattun fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu na yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmad Tinubu ya dawo gida Najeriya daga ƙasar Guinea Bissau inda ya halarci taron bikin cikar ƙasar shekaru 50 da samun 'yancin kanta. Shugaba Tinubu wanda shine shugaban ƙungiyar bunƙasa tattalin arzikin ƙasashen Afirka ta Yamma ECOWAS ya je ƙasar ne domin ansa goron gayyatar shugaban ƙasar Umaru Sissoco wanda ƙasar ta cika shekara 50 da samun 'yancin kanta a ranar 24 ga watan Satumba, amma gwamnatin ƙasar ta ware ranar 16 ga watan Nuwamba a matsayin ranar da za ta yi bukukuwanta na farin ciki a faɗin ƙasar tare da 'yan uwa da abokan arziki na nesa da kusa. Shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmad Tinubu ya samar da muhallin bunƙasa kowane irin kasuwanci a ƙasar nan, wanda duk mai buƙata zai iya zuwa birnin tarayyar Abuja ya sanya hannun jari. Wakilin Shaibu Onozo Yakubu ya labarta mana cewa ministan birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja Nyesom Wike shine ya bayyana haka yayin da shugaban kamfanin gine-gine na ƙasar Koriya ta Kudu Jang Won-ju ya kai masa ziyara a ofishinsa da ke nan birnin Abuja, inda ya buƙace su da su sanya hannun jari a faɗin ƙasar nan musamman birnin tarayya Abuja ba tare da shakkar komai ba. Wata ƙungiyar mata ta 'yan asalin jihar Abia da ke zama a nan birnin tarayya Abuja ta karrama wasu 'ya'yanta waɗanda suka yi fice wajen aikin hidima ga al'umma a matsugunansu. Wakilayar Charity Zaka ta shaida mana cewa ƙungiyar ta shirya taron ne takanas domin ta ƙara wa al'umma 'yan asalin jihar ƙwarin gwiwar tunawa da karrama na gida a duk inda suke. Waɗanda suka sami karramawa sun bayyana farin cikinsu da jin daɗinsu akan kulawar da ƙungiyar ta ba su, sannan sun yi alƙawarin cewa za su ƙara ƙoƙari da himma fiye da baya. Ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu. Allah ya tashe mu lafiya.
Ẹ kú dédé ìwòyí o, ìròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ́ yín. Bọ́lájí Máàsì ni oníròyìn. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè tí ó tún jẹ́ alága àjọ ECOWAS, Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu lọ bá ẹmẹ̀wà rẹ̀ ti ilẹ̀ Guinea Bissau yọ̀ fún ayẹyẹ 50 ọdún tí orílẹ̀-èdè náà gba òmìnira. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè náà Umaru Sissoco Embalo ló fìwé pe Ààrẹ Bọ́lá síbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún tó yẹ kó wáyé ní nǹkan bí oṣù méjì sẹ́yìn, ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba ilẹ̀ náà ṣe àkójọpọ̀ ètò tí ó mú ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún wáyé ní òní òde yìí, tí Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu sì jẹ́ pé ẹmẹ̀wà rẹ̀ Umaru Sissoco Embalo. Ní báyìí Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti padà sí orílẹ̀-èdè. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti ṣílẹ̀kùn kalẹ̀ fún àwọn oníṣòwò lágbàáyé láti wá ṣòwò ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Onozo Yakubu ròyìn wípé èyí ló fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún àwọn oníṣòwò tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ àti wá pawọ́pọ̀ ṣòwò ní ìlú Àbújá. Aláṣẹ ìlú Àbújá Nyesom Wike lásìkò tó gbàlejò